you don't know where to begin, better ask Win.
Winston, good to see you. It's kind of everybody's least favorite time of year. We're talking about navigating tax season, tips for a stress-free filing. So, of course, we need to get ready for tax day. It is stressful, but you say with a little bit of prep, it doesn't have to be. So let's talk through some tips and common mistakes. What steps should we be taking right now to ensure that we are ready for tax season?
Well, one of the things I always try to tell people is be proactive. You got to set up little files. This is something that Millie and I do personally. Okay. We'll get a big manila folder with a clasp on it, and we'll set this folder up for our 1099s. We'll have another folder for our W-2s, and we simply stuff them in there. And then all the stuff is there, and we kind of set up a deadline of, say, March 1st. And then by March 1st, we have everything that we need so that we're 2 weeks out in front of this thing. And it's amazing how that helps take the stress out of the equation. Just get your ducks in a row, have everything ready to go.
What are the most common filing mistakes you see people make?
Well, probably number one is waiting to the last second, right? And because they wait to the last second, then they're under all this pressure to get this thing filed, and they miss things, such as they didn't optimize their contribution to their IRA. You can contribute to a 401k and an IRA, right? A lot of people don't think you can do that, but they'll just simply overlook what could be obvious. If you slow down, you get this stuff done in advance, set a hard deck of, let's say, March 1st to have everything ready, it'll go a long ways towards helping you avoid unintended mistakes.
What information or documents do we need to gather to make the tax filing process smoother?
Great question. Just like I said, if you're an independent contractor, you're going to have 1099s. If you're an employee, you're going to get W-2. So you want to make sure you have that. Also, something we had talked about earlier is if you have a lot of online accounts, maybe you have portals set up with different financial institutions, go to those portals, because maybe you will not get a 1099 in the mail. A lot of times those are available electronically through the portals at different institutions' websites. So don't forget to check for those.
Yeah, that's a lot to keep in mind. You're right. Can you share tips then for maximizing deductions and credits?
Yes. And since the advent of the Taxpayer Relief Act, that was passed some time ago, the reality is that itemization is not what it once used to be. A lot of people want to try to itemize and take tax deductions for all these things. But I just had a couple of notes down here that I wrote. For a single filer, the deduction is an automatic $17,000. So if you're a single filer and you don't really think you're going to be able to quantify and itemize $17,000 worth of deductible items, just go with the base automatic $17,000. And for married filing jointly, that is $33,200. I'm going to tell you, that's a big list of itemized deductions. And you know something? By doing itemizing as opposed to using the standard deductions, you kind of maybe are drawing the spotlight on yourself where you might not need to. Okay, so just a little word to the wise, don't draw unwanted attention upon yourself.
Right. How can working with a financial advisor make tax season less stressful and more efficient?
Well, I'm glad you asked, because this is what we do. We help people through the use of our advanced planning software. And if we want to take me out of the equation, any good qualified financial advisor will use advanced software. And our program, our retirement flight plan, actually has some of the most advanced tax software available. We've used it to provide to clients, accountants, CPAs, tax prep people, the information that we can show people puts your income and shows you where you're at in the different tax brackets. And we can apply these things called tax bracket harvesting techniques, where we could show you how you have more money available that you could do Roth conversions with, life insurance conversions with. And so working with a financial advisor is really important, because what we do is we save you the grief of making a lot of mistakes, right? The do-it-yourselfer can become costly to themselves. We've seen it all, so we can help you save a lot of time, whereas doing it yourself could be costly.
Just gathering the documents is stressful enough. I can't even imagine filing. Winston, really good points here. And I'm glad that we are having this conversation in mid-February. So if somebody would like to talk to you to make sure they are prepared, not only only for lowering their taxes for tax day, but over the course of their lifetime and their retirement, how can they reach you?
Well, reach out to us. You can, first of all, you can call us at area code 602-456-1928. Once again, that's 602-456-1928. Or you can go right online to our website, winstonandcompanies.com, where you can click on our schedule and schedule yourself an appointment to set up a visit. So, hey, Erin, it always makes my day to talk to you. So really, really appreciate the opportunity to visit with you today.
Likewise. Thank you, Winston.
All right. Bye-bye.
Got a plan for your retirement? 'Cause you know it's just down the road. But if you don't know where to begin, better ask when.